Alright, welcome to the second video with CMT155. Today I'm going to be covering the Move tool, which is the top tool in your left toolbar. So it's already selected. As you can see, it's a little bit darker than all the other tools in the toolbar. But I wanted to go over the options that you might have on the top when you scroll through certain toolbars. So we'll start out with auto select. This will allow you to auto select a layer. So let's say I'm going to add another layer by clicking new down here. I'm just going to paint really quick a little brown dot up here. So let me change the flow. Click up here. So I have the dot. With the Move tool selected, if you have auto select, that enables you to move an object without having the layer selected in the layer palette. So really quick to demonstrate, I'm going to unlock this layer, the background layer, by double clicking and just click OK, and it'll unlock it. You see the little arrow will go away. So with the Move tool selected and auto select selected, you can click and drag any layer just by clicking over the pixels on that current layer. So as you can see, I click here and drag, I can move that around. And if I click on the elephant, it'll automatically go to that layer, and I can click and drag that around. So this can be useful if you have multiple layers working in your document. You can select them easily. Next, there's a little option or a little menu with group or layer. We'll get into groups later in the semester, but really quick, I'm going to create a couple more layers and then create a group. So I'll select all those layers I just created, and I will right mouse click, and I believe it is under layer and group layers, or command or control G. So they're grouped. If you have auto select and group selected in the top left, you can select this whole group. But let me go ahead and edit one of those so you can see. I'll click on layer 4 and I'll do another dot. And let's change the color, we'll do white. So with the Move tool selected, I can click and move this whole group of objects. Now if I move back to layer, it'll go back to selecting just the layer as opposed to that whole group that I've made in the layers palette. Okay, the next option that it'll show is, or on the top right, or top left, excuse me, is the Show Transform Controls. As you can see, I'll click it on and off, and you'll see controls pop on and off on the circle that within my current layer selected. So if I go to the elephant and click on Show Transform Controls, you'll see little squares pop up around the pixels in that particular layer. These squares allow you to resize however you want necessary, and if you want to constrain the original proportions, while you click and drag, you can hold shift and it'll maintain those proportions so the picture does not get distorted. You can rotate in this transform view with these transform controls. And once you're done with your transforming or rotating or anything that you want, just go and hit enter and it'll complete that transform. Or another way to get to these transform controls without having them selected or checked in the Move edit toolbar on the top, you can hit Control T or Command T on a Mac. And it'll bring up these controls again. So I'll resize it again just to demonstrate, and I'll hit enter. And because I have auto select selected in the top, I can click on any particular layer of the pixels and I can move it around. So that is the Move tool, and I will see you next video. Thank you.